Hi, my name is Kate and I'm a stylist at Bumble & Bumble. Today, Jess came in with pretty long, just straight flat hair. And we decided to go with something more sexy, more volume. So I started out with her bangs because that was what was going to make the most impact. So doing kind of like more of a 60s bang. And then I did the layers. From the layers, I went into the length, point cutting with my scissors. And then I just brought it forward to see the length. This look, I only used Cityswept. I just sprayed it all throughout the hair from roots to ends. And then I put some on my hands and then just squeezed it through on the very ends. Kind of gives you that like grunge 90s look. I know she likes to wear like a leather jacket and stuff, so I just felt like that would go along with her style. Cityswept brings out the haircut and just gives it more movement and texture and kind of just that pieciness on the end. Another look I did on Jess today, we were using Bridget Bardot as a reference. I started out with the thickening dry spun finish and held up her hair, and really I used a lot from roots to ends. And I teased her hair a little bit to create as much volume as possible. Then I used the Cityswept to just kind of finish it off. And I put some on my hands just to make it look a little bit sleeker. And then I just really simply took 2 bobby pins and gently placed them just right behind her ear with the pins showing, just super cute.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn Robinson. I'm a hairstylist and an educator for Bumble & Bumble. When I first met Dana, I really liked her energy, and she has a very youthful quality to her. I felt like her hair was just long and nothing else, and we decided that a bang would look great on her. I actually started in the bang section first because I feel like starting where you're going to make the biggest impact is a great way to lead you through a cut. And the idea behind the bangs was to keep them a little bit mod, a little bit retro, but also give her enough versatility to not be stuck in that one look. So we cut the bangs first. I used a technique called inversions, and inversions create a lot of movement and separation. And Dana has a tremendous amount of hair. It's very fine, medium texture, but lots of it. So I could afford to take a lot of weight out, and she still had plenty of hair left over. The first style that we did was enhancing and working with the little bit of wave that she had in her hair. We basically let her hair air dry naturally, and then I used a blow dryer to get just that last bit of moisture out of her hair. After I blow dried Dana's hair, we sectioned it. I sprayed the whole section with Does It All. Then I went in with the iron and just wrapping it around, spiraling it around, and stretching the curl while it's still hot and just flattening it out. After we did the ironing, I added more volume in the top with dry spun finish. And then the last little thing was the Cityswept finish. It helped enhance and separate and show off a little bit more of the texture that I carved in. So I liked the little bit of separation around the bangs, and that's what we got with the Cityswept finish. And the other thing that we did was just calm those ends a bit with the Cityswept finish, and it looks a little bit more polished and not quite as fuzzy. And actually what I noticed is that we can see the wave a lot better. So I think that that was the way to go. For this look, I wanted to create a smooth, sleek finish that played up that mod bang that we created in the haircut. So I blew dried Dana's hair with a flat brush. After the blow dry, I decided to flat iron Dana's hair. And then the last step was just a Cityswept finish. I just lifted up the hair and let the ends fall through the mist. And then I used my hands a lot and squeezed and played with the hair and molded and shaped it until I could get actually a little bit of movement out of her hair using just Cityswept. What I really like is there's, you know, even though it has the appearance of one length, you can still see like movement and texture and separation, and that I think can make a one length cut look more modern. And that's so easy to do with just a little bit of, you know, product from Cityswept Finish. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm a stylist at Bumble & Bumble, and I also work in the education department. My model today, Alyssa, is an actor, so I knew the haircut that I could create for her needed to be something where she could have a lot of versatility. What we did was start with the bangs, because the bangs were the biggest change to her hair. I wanted them to still look sexy and a little bit broken. Then I created layers in the back and was pretty assertive with my weight removal. I was working with what she already had and just making it balance better. So we did a few finishes on her hair today. I decided to add surf spray to enhance whatever natural movement she already had in her hair. And we just rolled and squeezed the product into the hair. And I decided to add the Cityswept finish. I just lifted the hair and sprayed mostly the ends. I love the Cityswept because it brings out all these little bits and pieces that really make the cut more fun. I created a smooth style for Alyssa today. All I used was tonic with the blow dryer and a flat brush. I used a flat iron. I was able to smooth it out all the way to the ends, really bring out the haircut. All I added was Cityswept finish. And I lifted up the hair and just really let the hair fall through the mist, creating a little bit of separation, and felt like it just gave it a little more polish.